Hey YouTube, this is Trigger here again, and I've got another Front Mission 3 episode for you. It's episode number 7, and in this one I actually got to the border, well, not the border, I guess it could be a border patrol, it's more of a toll booth area here, and this battle went very well. This is one of those battles you get into and you're just very happy things just sort of work out, you know, for you just so entirely well. And in this one I had to pretty much get a new vehicle, so that was kind of the point of this. You know, I had to try to get this new vehicle. And I was kind of hoping to just blow off his arm right away, but it didn't work. So, you know, that's kind of what happens. But you know, he targeted Ryogo, so luckily Ryogo got to take off that arm pretty easily. Now, one thing I wanted to mention was that you know, I got the Kyoki Wanzer before in the previous battle, and it's really not a very good Wanzer. There's only one good attribute to it. If you want to keep the legs of the Kyoki, it has an ability that you can absorb damage. It will keep a damage max to 100% from, I guess, a one-hit, you know, projectile. It'll keep the damage to 100 points of damage, which is not so bad. It's pretty good, you know. So that's definitely a good skill you could try to use. But from the current equipment that I have with the Wanzers at this moment right now, I just don't find it that useful. There are other skills that I can get them to have, and typically I, you know, run about, like for Ryogo, I've figured out that best thing for him is to just keep on the small skills and let him just repeat them over and over again, like the Refupi, or the rate of fire up 1, or zoom, you know, depending upon his arm, you know, what you have with that. Pilot damage 1's a good skill for Emma right at the moment, but you know, as you progress, you know, you're probably going to get the Drake machine, and the Drake, I believe it's Drake that comes with Chafe, and Chafe is just such an excellent skill that you'll have enemy Wanzers, you know, shooting missiles at you, and she'll use the Chafe and it'll just instantly throw off the missile and she'll just be completely safe from it. It's a perfect skill to get later on, so I don't really worry so much about that. Chafe comes, you know, as a level 1 skill, and if you keep it on, you know, the basic level 1 settings, she'll just do it over and over and over again and defend from all the missiles. And just, you know, she can go up toe-to-toe with other missile launchers and always come out on top. So I kind of like switch over to that later on. You know, with her Wanzer, her initial Wanzer right now, one of her skills that will come out of one of the parts is experience ×2. Now that may seem like a nice skill, but once it keeps activating and activating and activating, she's going to have such a high skill level that it's going to throw off your ability to get platinums, because she'll have her weapon damage way stronger than it even needs to be. So that's one of those things that, you know, once you find the part that does that, and you kind of want to like take that off. You don't really need that. There is an ability in the meta game to use the computer, and you know, while you're using the computer, you go onto these different websites and you type in these passwords, and you can find it up on GameStop.com, all the different passwords for, you know, what you need to do, you know, to get the different websites and stuff. And it's tedious, and you have to go through it for some purposes, because there are some special Wanzers later on that you can get that you need to go through periodically to check out all the websites and all their web addresses. And as soon as you just click on something, it just shows you a web address. You have the web address, you know, and you can go on that site and type in the special passwords and sort of hack your way through the internal web system to, you know, get these special Wanzers. But I'm not gonna tell you all that, because that would take a long time, and honestly I don't remember exactly all the patterns you have to do for, you know, going to which website first, so you have to keep going through all of them periodically to do it, and it is a little bit of trouble if you want to find some of the better Wanzers. But you know, if you don't want to worry about that, I can try to show you some of the basic stuff you can find, you know, and try to help you work with that, I guess. But yeah, I just kind of want to talk about that. This was a exceptionally good battle. It pretty much went my way almost perfectly, and that's kind of how you want things to go. Things don't always go perfectly. You'll find out later on, because I'm going to show you, just the raw game and, kind of what happens to me. And if I lose, I'll put it up there and I'll do a redo to show you, how I redid it and, what happened with that. So, yeah, I'll kind of show you like my basic playthrough. But later on, there will be some parts where they're like force eject me out of a Wanzer, and then they'll have someone shoot some missiles and instantly kill my guy, and there's like nothing that I could have done. And it's just ridiculous. Sometimes these things happen. I think it's a Squaresoft thing. I think they like to just randomly kill you sometimes and not even give you a chance, just to kind of humble you. I'm not sure, but that's just my opinion of it. Yeah, pretty much all the Wanzer parts are the same so far, and that pretty much finishes it for this battle. So I hope to see you in the next episode, and I'll talk to you then. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.